Hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. My name is Sources Supreme. This is Final Fantasy XIV. Welcome back to the stream. Hello, hello. How are y'all doing? Good, I hope. Today is a Monday, so I'm a bit tired because I had work. But we're here. We're here. Today's plan is going to be starting 6.4 MSQ. And why don't we just get right into it? Because we only got so much time. Call, it is good to see you. Have you any news from old Charlian? We've yet to hear from your Stola regarding her search for a means to return to the void. I must confess that her silence has left me feeling restless. Nor am I alone in this. Justinian has such an excess of energy that he has been helping to train our soldiers with nary a grumble. As for Zero... Yes, what's the matter with Zero? Is something the matter? No. Carl paid us a visit, and so I was apprising him of recent developments, or lack thereof. Are you heading somewhere? Aye, to replenish my aether. Would you like to come? A rare but most welcome invitation. Timely, too, I might add. I myself was thinking of venturing out into the city. It would be my pleasure to join you. Will you accompany us? You will accompany us, of course. Yeah, let's go. Come then. I have an errand to run at the bazaar first. Okay. These just automatically be following me. No? Oh, even better, they just teleport. Awesome. To the bazaar. I'm picking up some more spices. Merid told me to do so before my next visit. Mistress Zero has quite the tolerance, you see. The sisters know we Hainish are fond of spicy food, but I doubt any of us could keep up with her. With just the spices they normally have on hand, the Mayhen can't quite satisfy her. It is why I'm happy to provide what they need to achieve more rigorous flavors. Now then, variety being the spice of life, perhaps you'd like to choose something extra to blend with Mistress Zero's usual? It'll help to keep things interesting. What do you say? Fine by me. You can appreciate the nuances of this world's sustenance far better than I can, I expect. Oh boy. Colorful array of spices peer out from hempen sacks. The lustrous crimson powder, the aromatic black corns, the little red husks, the coarse yellow flakes. The crimson powder... Oh, I'm between the aromatic black corns and the crimson powder. Let's do... I mean red. Red. Bright red in color. This powder is hot just to look at. It will likely induce a healthy sweat when consumed. Oh, we can... Oh, I want to see what they all say. These corn tickle your nose with a pungent yet enticing aroma. One can imagine them lending dishes an appetizing accent. No. What's this one? These tiny husks give a citrus-like scent. Perhaps they won't be dishes with a zesty note. No. These flakes appear to have been grated from a thick root. Their sharp aroma such a bracing flavor. No. The crimson powder. Ah, that's a fine choice. But don't take my word for it. Here, have a taste. Zero may wish to observe your reaction. It would be considerate to sample the spice in her presence. That's funny. Oh boy. You tentatively place some of the spice on your tongue. A veritable blaze engulfs your mouth. Your reaction speaks volumes. That will suffice then. As always, a pleasure, Mistress Zero. And do give Merid my regards. That was funny. We were tortured, but I did it. I did it intentionally.
My usual, please. But with this spice.
Of course, Zero. It would be my pleasure. Well now, this is enough to make a whole kettle of your special curry.
I don't need that much.
Rest assured, it's easy enough to make a serving just for you. Or we could make the kettle and share it. There would be enough not only for your companions but other diners as well. I dare say everyone will be delighted.
Very well. A full kettle, then.
Oh boy.
Excellent.
I've consigned
We'll
everyone
prepare it
to
at
a
once.
fiery death.
And for your excellency and our esteemed adventurer, are you happy to try a bowl of Zero's curry? We can make yours milder if you prefer.
Exactly the same.
Grateful though I am for the offer, I cannot fully appreciate the flavor with this vessel.
What?
Another time, perhaps.
What?
Do not hold back on my account, my friend. Eat and enjoy.
I plan to. Then I'll have His Excellency's helping. Yeah.
Understood. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
I'm gonna die.
It gladdens me to see you taking to life in Radzatan, Zero. In the area of our cuisine, not least of all. Spicy dishes have long been favored in our sultry clime for their ability to whet the appetite and cool the body. Of course, spices also have the effect of preserving foods, which makes them highly coveted in foreign lands. All of this has given rise to a thriving spice industry, and the wealth it brings has allowed our nation to prosper while maintaining its neutrality.
So you trade your spices? Seems rather more complicated than trading in ether.
In the beginning, this land was no more than refuge for me. But now it is my home, and the people of Radzatan my beloved children. Together, we build this vibrant nation. And naught would please me more than to show it to my sister one day.
Vibrant. Rubicante said the same when he described this world. A reminder of all that has been stolen from us. What many who remember doubtless yearn to take back.
Our home is a lost cause. Our only choice to begin anew. In this world, where we may reclaim our mortality.
Nonetheless, it's wrong to damn another to save yourself. As I told Rubicante, as I found myself moved to speak.
Hmm.
I still do not understand what made me feel this way, nor what compels you mortals to help one another. But I hope to someday.
We too hope that you will find the answers you seek.
Oh, answers. Uh-oh.
What is going on?
What's happening?
Oh. The special curry.
Compliments of Mistress Zero, the Satrap's honored guest. We are serving a special curry for anyone who wishes to partake. But be warned, it is not for the faint of heart.
Oh, by all means, I'd welcome the challenge.
Oh no.
Sisters have mercy. The smell alone is...
Ah! It burns! It burns!
What did I get myself into?
To better maintain the facade, the alchemist ensured that my vessel was capable of consuming food.
You liar! You lied!
However, I fear Zero's curry would test the limits of their design.
You said you couldn't eat.
Apologies for the delay. Please relax and enjoy your meal.
Varshan, you fool.
Relax. I don't have time for that. Been waiting for this.
Oh, she's gonna like go feral?
Come. Let's finish our eat.
Oh. I'm tired. Oh. I thought the spices we picked were perfect. Yeah.
I trust you have eaten your fill.
We're simply a different breed.
I shall have Merid prepare a meal for us to take with Stinian.
What he got?
I suspect he too is overdue a replenishment.
That looks good. What's that?
By this hour, he will have retired to his chambers at Magaduta. Come, let us pay him a visit.
What was he eating? What is he cooking? What was he cooking? We killed everybody. Everybody is dead. Except for that one guy. He's chilling. He's like, no, I ain't trying it. The spicy curry has left you slightly flushed and set your heart racing. Whatever challenges await, you are ready to face them in. Head on. And with feeling. Yeah. Did it give me a food buff? Oh, it didn't. It should have. That would have been awesome. Oh, it did. Times 22. Spicy circulation 22. Does it actually do anything? Reforged by the flames of truly challenging curry. Oh, there it goes. Welcome back. Master Justinian. Yes, he has returned to his chambers. I shall be happy to escort you. Justinian! Coming in.
Estinian, are you there? We've brought something for you.
We're here.
I enter.
What's he doing? Oh, yeah. He's so cool.
Squid masala from the Mehane. I thought you might enjoy it.
Masala, eh? I prefer my squid dried. But I'm sure it won't disappoint. My thanks. Idle as I am in our sorceress's absence, I see. I can't offer much in the way of entertainment, but make yourselves comfortable.
Shall we disrobe as well?
Zero.
No. We simply caught our friend unprepared. He will make himself presentable at once, I am sure.
Zero. Zero. Stop. Man, cutscenes have been pretty fun in post-patch Endwalker. They've been pretty good. First the Y'shtola scene, now Estinian. Oh, hey,
At
Ranjay!
last. We've been looking for you.
Been a while, buddy. What's up?
My friends, tell me, were you able to devise a way to return to the 13th?
I believe so. It required a visit to the moon, where I took the opportunity to enlist Orionge's assistance.
Just casually going to the moon.
Y'shtola hath told me all. I should be glad to help you free Azhdaya and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
If Rubicante spoke true, both Golbez and Azhdaya are on the moon of the 13th. Unlike here in the Source, however, we have no means of making the journey from the surface of the star itself. The technology simply does not exist. Therefore, I propose that we employ a gate to deliver us directly to our destination.
Is such a feat possible?
In theory. Having once been a single hole, the Source and its reflections share striking similarities in geography.
So if you spawn on
And
the moon...
according to a certain someone, who unceremoniously whisked us away to the first, the same locations across the worlds are intrinsically bound. All of which is to say, were we to pass through a gate on the Source's moon, it should lead us to the moon of the 13th. Of course, there is the risk of Voidsent gaining entry to our world. Thus did I decide to seek Orionge's counsel.
Both the Watcher and the Loporrits are aware of our proposed endeavor. While they are yet deliberating precautionary measures, they have pledged their full cooperation.
The Watcher's still around, eh? That's interesting.
You've been busy. I presume you've also found a way to open this gate.
Be it in Radzat-Han or Sharlayan, scholars have long cast their gaze unto the endless dark of the void. And so, with Harnish insights to augment our knowledge, we have indeed conceived of a promising plan to pierce the veil.
Ooh.
A plan I am confident will succeed, precisely because the moon is our stage.
Interesting.
The preparations will be extensive, and we will require vast quantities of ether. After all, our gate must be large enough to accommodate another great worm. My proposal entails delivering copious amounts of ether to the Tower of Babel in Garlemald. As you will recall, Fandaniel used the structure to destroy the Brand's imprisoning Zodiac. And we, in like manner, will use it to channel ether to the moon, and thereby open our gate.
Okay, makes sense, makes sense.
I see. Then we shall need someone on the moon for the necessary rituals.
Just so, Your Excellency. I intend to head back anon for that very purpose, as well as to help devise our strategy to deal with invading Voidsent. Along with our lunar allies, we will once again require the assistance of your alchemists, Nidana not least of all. May I trouble you to serve as their escort?
Fine by me. The room was beginning to feel constraining.
He's got such a
For my
smile on his
part,
face.
I shall oversee the requisite tasks on the star. Might I prevail upon you for your assistance?
If all are in agreement, then let us set to work.
Let's get at it.
We'll open our gate, and we will stop Golbez.
The moon. The Dark Throne. Ooh, that's what it says behind me. I know I'm blocking it. It says the Dark Throne. Interesting. Interesting. Ugh. Direct hit determination. I'll take it. I have so much food. My inventory is full of food. What is this? Oh. Anywho. Going home. What? If one and all are ready, let us set forth our preparations to compete. Then let us set forth our preparations to complete. If I may, I beg a moment to exchange this vessel for its grown counterpart. It is in the keeping of alchemists in the High Crucible. Of course. We shall accompany thee thither, and thence begin our journey. Why have I lost Urianger's voice? I've lost it. Prithee, warrior of light, dost thou require me? Where am I going? What? I should have read where I was going. That was my own fault. That was 100% my own fault. My apologies for the delay. My, that is a striking simulacrum indeed. Well suited to the work ahead, I doubt not. Allow me to explain Y'shtola's plan in greater detail. As you know, we seek to open a void gate in Mare Lamentorium. Mare Lamentorum. that we might gain direct passage to the moon of the 13th. Whilst our comrades labor on the moon, we must needs accomplish 2 tasks. The first is the procurement of a substantial quantity of aether, and subsequent delivery of it unto the Tower of Babel. Said structure was once used to siphon the land's essence by way of the Telophroi spires. Such a method, however, doth pose an unacceptable risk to the great ethereal balance of our world. Thus must we seek an alternate means of conveying our requisite resource. Our second task doth pertain to the use of the Tower of Babel itself. You may recall that this portal unto the moon was placed under the supervision of the Ilsabard contingent. If we were to employ it to different ends, we must first obtain the contingent's express permission. I would like to believe they would not refuse us, so perhaps we should concern ourselves with the aether problem first. Have you any idea whence we might source the vast quantity needed? Aye, a likely location doth come to mind. Let us make for the airship landing. There, I shall reveal more. I have an idea. The lands north of the Azim Steppe that we were investigating, that we used to power the wall. Remember in Stormblood Post-MSQ? When we were building the wall with Sid, and we met, who did we met? Oh my gosh, his name. Gaius van Belsar. He brought us Alphino via the wall in the burn? The burn? Is that what it's called? What is it called? The burn. Yeah, the wall and the burn. We powered it with the mountain in the Azim Steppe. And I have a feeling that's where we're gonna go back, because there's no need for the wall anymore. Which means all of that redirecting of aether can be repurposed. That is my theory. Let's see if I'm correct. All are present and accounted for? Excellent. We shall travel to Sharlayan and then seek the nearby Isle of Ham. Well, I was wrong. I feel like that would have been a good solution, though. Near unto the surface of this isle do rivers of aether converge. The churning energy of this confluence is released by way of geysers. Originally, the Ragnarok was to be powered by aether harvested from the isle. But as well as you know, an alternate power source was ultimately found for the vessel. Passage into Ultima Thule, the very limits of existence, was facilitated by not less than the strength of the Mother Crystal herself. As such, the Isle of Ham's vast aether deposits remain untouched. We may help ourselves to that energy, provided we are able to secure the Forum's permission. Yet again, with needing permission, there's nothing straightforward in this world. Such is the nature of politics, I fear. And as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have been officially disbanded, no longer are we as recognized collective, a somewhat disadvantaged position, bureaucratically speaking. Fortunately, however, there is a recognized and respectable body upon which we might prevail, the students of Baldessian. Upon arriving in Sharlayan, let us seek our friends at the Annex. Okay. A free teleport to Sharlayan? Yes! Let's go. Ojika. Welcome back, Cole. What brings you here today? And in such colorful company? Greetings, Ojika. On this occasion, we are come to seek the students' assistance in a matter of some urgency. In that case, you'll want to speak with Cryo. She's in the main hall, sorting through her archives. There's a visitor with her at the moment, but it's no one you don't know, so feel free to show yourself in. Okay, who's there? Who's the visitor? Who's that Pokemon? Oh, Erenville. Or Erenville.
Well now, if it isn't two of my dearest friends.
As for the other two, I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
Not in this vessel, perhaps. It is I, Vashan. Though, you are welcome to call me Vritra, if you prefer.
Pay me no mind. I merely accompany them.
I pray you forgive us our intrusion. If you are occupied, we shall call again anon.
It's quite all right. We've just finished swapping all our secrets anyway. Erenville occasionally comes and shares the latest Gleaner gossip, you see.
Gleaner gossip. Erenville, you sly dog.
From forgotten ruins to mysterious relics, if there's aught that might be of interest to the students, he kindly lets us know.
Alas, I must soon depart on an expedition. As I may be away for an extended period, I wish to give Kryl fair warning. Hence my visit today.
Okay.
I see. There are specimens that want for procuring, I presume?
No, it isn't guildship business, but rather... homecoming.
Hmm?
But enough about me. You have business too, yes? And I'm in the way.
Far from it. As a matter of fact, we should be grateful if you could stay and share your knowledge of the nearby isles with us. We seek a means to travel to the Void. There, a man named Golbez plots to invade our world. A man who even now holds my sister hostage.
Rada.
To that end, we require a great quantity of ether, which we understand may be had on the Isle of Ham. We came in the hope of exploring how it might best be procured.
An invasion from the 13th? Must the stakes always be so dramatic?
Sorry.
You have a knack for finding trouble.
Yeah.
If Gleaners collected world-ending crises, you could make quite a name for yourself in our profession.
That's the face.
It's true the Isle of Ham is a veritable font of ether, but as it's under the Forum's direct jurisdiction, only a privileged few get to set foot there. I myself haven't.
So if we want to help ourselves to the Isle's ether, we'll need to secure the Forum's permission.
Welp. To the Forum.
Very well. The students of Baldessian recognize your endeavors as combating a grave threat to the world.
Oh boy.
As representative, I hereby pledge our full assistance.
It's a bit official.
Now that it's official, you may leave the politics and paperwork to me. Our operations remain small, but we shouldn't meet any undue resistance.
We are truly grateful.
If I may.
Yes.
According to the original plan for the Exodus, ether collected from the Isle of Ham was to power the Ark. Art thou perchance familiar with the logistics of this endeavor?
I don't know anything about that, I'm afraid. Nor do I think any Gleaner would. You might have better luck asking someone involved with the Ark's construction.
Hmm.
Margaret, for instance. She's a researcher in Charley and Hamlet. I met with her for a job recently, and she mentioned working on the Ragnarok's propulsion system.
Hmm.
You could do worse than to seek her out while awaiting the forum's verdict.
We may well do just that. Our gratitude for thine advice, and may this threat be but a memory upon thy return.
You're quite welcome. Now then, if you'll excuse me.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I best start drafting our petition. Go on and find your researcher. I'll contact you as soon as we've made progress.
Let us leave matters here to Mistress Kryl, and hie ourselves to Labyrinthos.
Labyrinthos. Okay. Where's Graha? I don't know why I just thought of it.
Right then, time to put our best foot forward.
Poor Cryo.
A pity you can't tidy yourself. I should have had Ishtola enchant you when I had the chance. And what have we here? Later, Kryl, later. You've work to do.
That's gonna be important. What is that? It looks interesting. What does it mean? Ojika, status report. Stat. Zoop. You know what? I want to change my minion. Let's do... I don't think we've done Venat. Let's do Venat. Margaret. What can you tell us? Visitors, how delightful. If you require assistance, then ask away. It so happens you've caught me in a post-deadline bliss. Forgive us the interruption of our inquiry, but 'tis our understanding that thou had charge of the Ragnarok's propulsion systems. We should like to know how ether harvested from the Isle of Hom was to be stored and transported to the Ark, if the disclosure of such information is permitted. Oh, it's no bother at all. We built special tanks that could store ether, just like we use casks to store wine. Simple, really. Simple, but quite brilliant in construction. They rivaled even crystals for ethereal capacity. A pity we never got to use them. Ah, how muddled and distant the memory. When Doom's deadline loomed large, and we extricated ourselves from waist-high mire of work, only to end up chin-deep in another. I was at one with the world, a conduit with the energies of creation, but now I'm truly alive. Who would have thought that the sleeping in a bed and eating warm meals could make such a difference? Why, I feel positively functional. I dare say it rivals the thrill of dancing on the knife's edge of failure. She's insane. We are glad for you. Quite. On the subject of aether tanks, do you know what became of them? Or is she doing the dance? Oh. What did become of them? The life of me, I can't seem to remember. Oh, but I do remember someone who might remember. He should be back by now. Just look for the fellow wearing an outfit that screams, "I've been on vacation and you haven't." Very well. We shall seek out this conspicuous colleague of thine. Our sincerest gratitude, Margaret, and do look after thyself. Come, let us seek out this individual attired in a manner suggestive of recent Furio. I've never seen that word before. It's an interesting word you got there. Where am I going? Ah. I see, it's Coco. It's Coco. That face, that launched our teeny tiny toy boat. How you been, Cole? Able to catch a bit of rest? Well, if I don't know about the Aether Tanks, who's in Bargot's name would? Born right in my own very workshop they were. A pleasure as always, Master Coco. I trust thy respite proved rejuvenating. And then some. I won't bore you with the details, at least not without a drink in me. So, why the interest in our little old tanks? Permit me to explain. I see. I think I've got the long and short of it. It goes without saying, but we all owe you more than we can ever repay. If you need our Aether Tanks, then they're at your disposal. There's just one problem. You'll need the forum's approval to set foot on the Isle of Harm. Were it up to me, you'd be the next ship out, but Deadlock can wipe their ass unless it's in accordance with the procedural motions. You may be assured that my backside is immaculate. Alex Stumpin' Thighs are Master Foshino and Skoliok Montachang. What a surprise! Pardon the intrusion. The forum has deliberated your petition, and we decided to deliver our verdict directly. You have been granted special dispensation to travel to the Isle of Harm for the purpose of etheric extraction, on one condition. On account of its rich deposits of aether, the isle is home to throngs of vicious beasts. We ask that you cull any such creatures you encounter. That's all. Given the vast amount of aether we seek, I expected a far higher price. Oh, believe me, we do not underestimate the value of what you desire. Nay, we simply owe the students of Valdestin and their esteemed collaborators a debt of gratitude, and we felt that expediting your request was a suitable way to repay it. Debt of gratitude. We have taken the liberty of arranging your passage to the Isle of Harm. Your vessel awaits in Scholar's Harbor. Then I'd better get those Aether Tanks loaded onto an airship. We'll be ready to take them when you need them, assuming it's safe. I shall head back to the annex, but should you need anything else, don't hesitate to call. Okay. Boom, 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 bam, bam. Okay, let's go. Oh! Auto teleport. Let's go.
Bound for the Isle of Harm. You look like the ones Master Fortuno told me to expect.
I've been streaming for 45 minutes and I've done one quest.
If you're ready to depart, then so am I. Just say the word.
Man, and this is a dungeon.
Is something the matter?
I did recruit one other to our party, but he is late to arrive.
Graha. Thancred! Hey!
Forgive me my delay.
Let's go. What's up?
Thancred? 'Tis good to see you.
If it isn't Varshan. They do grow up so quickly. Urianger tells me we have a host of exciting new tribulations to face.
Let's go.
And you must be Zero. I've heard all about your daring do in Garlemald. A pleasure.
Apart from strengthening our company with his redoubtable skill at arms, Thancred may also serve as a mentor in those matters that trouble thee.
So true. So true.
I speak of the intangible forces which bring souls together. Thancred is possessed of experience both unique and insightful that I am sure he would gladly share with thee. Thou needst but ask.
Well then, let us continue. Yep, the Aether font now available. Did I say available? Available. Oh boy. Let's see how long this is gonna take. 30 minutes! You know? It would take just as long if I just wanted to do this. So that's what we're gonna do. Unfortunately, my first time through this dungeon will be with a party of NPCs. Not great, but 30 minutes is way too long. Ooh, this is cool looking. Ooh. Ooh. This is a big bear. This is a pretty dungeon. This is cool. This is ice? It's so weird. Check the music, because it feels kind of low. Cool. This is a cool dungeon. This is an interesting looking dungeon. Oh, those things are gonna pop out of the water over there. Oh, there they are.
This will hurt.
Cool. I like the music. Cool. Ooh, the music. I like the music here a lot, actually. This is nice.
You're mine! Make ready!
Got you!
Ooh. Big bear.
Make ready!
I can see the first boss arena down there. Yeah, we're going straight to it right now. Yippee! Whoa. What is that?
Together we shall overcome this. Make ready!
This will hurt.
You're mine!
Ooh. Whoa. Whoa. What are those? Oh. Whoa. This thing looks interesting. Oh, those are big. Upspeed. Cool. This is fun.
You're mine!
Oh. What? Oh, delayed timer. Delayed timer.
Together we shall overcome this.
cool. It's a cool boss. I won't bother with that. It's materia. We'll take it. We'll take materia. Oh, there we go. This is fun. That was a fun boss. That was a good boss. Oh, they're puffers. The puffins. The puffins. The puffin fish.
You're mine! You're Make mine! Ready!
This will hurt.
This is cool.
Be gone!
No, I messed up my combo.
You're mine!
That's far enough.
You're mine!
Man, these things are bright. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet. It's just that not much is really happening to like catch my attention other than just like the beautiful scenery, which I'm just kind of taking in and enjoying. Pretty. It's a pretty dungeon. Ah, next boss. He's wandering around.
You're mine!
Whoa.
Mitre.
This is cool.
That's far enough. That's far enough.
Mitre.
Jeez, they're like standing in the tiniest pixels. This is a cool fight, though.
Be gone!
Got you.
Cool. That's a fun boss. That one has a lot of fun little mechanics with the lightning. Ooh. Pretty. Very pretty.
Mitre.
Oh, I love the Dragoon melee combo. The Dragoon AoE combo is fun. You feel like you're actually doing so much. Whereas before, it used to feel like you used to do like nothing. Now you have so many things that you're doing. Awesome.
Together we shall overcome this. You're mine! Together we shall overcome this.
I see the final little stretch of land where we gotta go. I wonder if we can double pull this. They're pretty big. Maybe not.
You're mine!
That's far enough.
You're mine!
Woo! Big combos. I love Whirlwind Thrust.
Be gone!
That's far enough.
Ooh, here we are, final boss. Oh. Oh. This is a weird platform. There's 4 circles. It's a Kraken? Really? Ugh, I don't like Kraken fights. Octomammoth. I mean, the music's cool. I just don't like them because they're just like they're all over the place. They have weird arenas. Not really clear whether you should attack tentacles or head. It's they're not my favorite. We'll see if this one's any good. Oh, cool. Okay, I can do that. Ow.
This will hurt.
My turn.
Oh, this is cool. What is that? Oh. Cool.
Together we shall overcome this.
Oh, wow. Oh. What's that? What's that? Oh. What? Why would we move?
My turn.
Oh.
Got you!
Ah, I got hit by that. That's not great. This is a hectic fight, but you know, it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's a bad Kraken fight. It is a little odd, and I'm kind of just following the NPCs. I don't really know what I'm doing.
Darkness, take you!
I'm still not sure I understand. I'm not sure I understand, but you know what? That's a fun dungeon. That one's fun. All right. Ooh. Puffin. Oh, that's awesome. And I got some breeches for machinist or dancer. Ooh. Those don't look bad. Those are cool. I'm gonna keep those. That looks pretty cool. Ah, an airship.
Much obliged for clearing the way. We'll get to work at once.
Let's go.
Filling these up will take a good while. I appreciate it if you stood watch till we finished. I ain't getting chewed to chum by some ether-bloated bugger. Oh, by the by,
Yes.
where were you planning on putting these to use? We could deliver them by airship, see? Provided it ain't too far.
Alright.
We would need them transported to Garlemald, to the Tower of Babel.
Yeah. It's a ways away.
Ah, that's a long old journey. Too long for a direct flight. Tell you what, we'll send them over with the scheduled shipment of provisions headed that way. I'll make the arrangements as soon as we get back. Save some poor chocobos having to drag this lot through the snow.
You have our thanks. We shall not forget your generosity.
Everything seems to be proceeding apace. I dare say you would have been fine without me.
No.
Why would you say such a thing?
Exactly.
You are not bound by contract or the threat of force, and you gain no advantage by devaluing your own contribution. Yet you must be bound by something to speak thus. What is it?
What binds me?
Oh, Zero.
A belief, I suppose. Born of our shared struggles. No matter where my comrades go, I have faith they will be fine. For I know that they will walk their chosen path as surely as I walk mine. I trust them, in short. Trite though it may sound.
Trust.
Rust. Yes, Zero.
I remember the word. How long has it been since last I used it? It had no place in my dealings. Not with other Voidsent, and certainly not with Xenos. Not even in the time before darkness engulfed the world. Full often did Memoriates betray their own, corrupted by the very power they wielded. You could trust no one but yourself. Alone we fought, and alone we fell. I wouldn't know how to trust. Is there some trick to it?
Just stay close to this one. You'll learn in no time.
Smile.
Aye, absolutely fine.
Thancred.
I confess I thought thou mightst have more words of counsel to offer.
Oh, she'll soon get the hang of it, even without my help. After our work here is done, I'll see myself back to the shadows. But before that, I take it you've heard as well.
Indeed. The client seeketh Archons, and 'twould seem our extensive travels and neutrality make us prime candidates.
Well, assuming we take on the request, I suspect I'll be stuck with you again. Don't let me down,
The client? What's the client? To not only allow us use of the tanks, but to arrange their transportation to Garlemald besides. Blessed are we to count Kokol amongst our allies. Unto thee we must also give thanks, Thancred, for coming to our aid on such short notice. Please, you know I'm always happy to help. Don't hesitate to call on me again. Till next time. Bye, Thancred. With the tanks transportation thus arranged, our first task is complete. We may now turn our attention to the second. To it, obtaining the blessing of the Ilsabard contingent to use the Tower of Babel to channel energy into the moon. Our destination is Camp Broken Glass, where we may present our petition to Commander Lucia. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Lucia. What's up, Lucia? Maxima? Oh, allow me to personally thank you for your assistance during the recent Void Scent incursion. Your actions saved many. What brings you here today? Pray forgive us for not sending word in advance, Commander, but we seek your cooperation in a matter of great import. Rada. Indeed. We all appreciate your consulting with us instead of taking unilateral action. 'Tis no simple matter to activate the Tower of Babel, and I speak not only of the technological challenges. Personally, I think we must consider the emotional impact of such an action above all else. Pending a more official name, we refer to those who remain here as the Garlean community. As you would expect, they are predominantly native Garleans, most of whom are uncomfortable with ethereal manipulation. To compound matters, the trauma inflicted by Anima is still fresh. If the tower were to suddenly light up again, it is like to cause distress and reopen old wounds. Better that than facing a mass invasion by Golbez and his Void-Sent hordes, surely. Of course. We acknowledge the gravity of the situation as well as the promised bloodshed should we fail to act. Yet, even were we to convey a warning to the public, many simply do not understand the workings of magic or the rift. They will struggle to comprehend why they must be forced to relive personal horrors for the sake of something they cannot imagine. What's there to imagine? Haven't these people seen their Void-Sent with their own eyes? Let us suppose you encounter someone who is freezing in this cold. A natural thing to do might be to take them to a fire, yes? But what if that person's sole experience with fire was being badly burned by it, and they harbored an acute fear? Despite the benefits, nay, the necessity of the warmth you offer, they may flee on instinct, or worse, misinterpret your actions for aggression and lash out. So like the fire that torments this individual, the Tower of Babel torments the people of Garlemald. Yet we cannot afford to falter here. We must find a way to help them overcome their fear. I agree. To that end, the contingent will assist however we can. We should speak with Alphino and Alizé. With the rapport they have established with the Gallian people, I dare say they can provide us with invaluable insight. In the meantime, Urianger, might I ask that you remain here to oversee the technical aspects of the tower's activation? Interesting. Tertium. What's up, Alphino and Alizé? I'm glad to see you, Cole. Reacher has explained our present dilemma. It is no unfounded concern that the Garleans might take poorly to the reactivation of the Tower of Babel. That's putting it mildly. Many would be up in arms over it. Trust in the Osabard contingent is fragile enough. We need to tread lightly, or we risk jeopardizing everything we've achieved. Trust again. You're learning one core human concept every update, Zero. Well, so it seems to me there's not for it but to speak with the people. Rather than harping on about the necessity of the plan, we need to lend an ear to the concerns. Then perhaps we can begin working towards a compromise. In that case, I'll take you to meet the community leaders. They're at a station called Senatus, near the Cenaculum Imperialis. I would be honored to speak with them, though it would be prudent to learn where people elsewhere stand as well. But that I will leave to others, save Zero. Might you accompany me? I'm sure those in Tabber's Den will have their own opinions. Alphino, if I may drag you along. Tertium, we leave to you. You are no stranger to the people here, so it should take little prodding to convince them to speak freely. Then it's settled. Once you've learned what you can, let's all meet in the Forum Solus, where we'll have what I hope is a productive discussion. Okay. Let's go talk to people. Let's go talk to people. Give me 1 second. There's a lot of people to talk to. Serious lad. Oh, serious laddie. No, stop it. The tower is evil. It'll turn us all evil. I don't want to hear it. Leave me alone. Not a good start. Fretting lady. Fee. That tower isn't right, I tell you. All those magics. Years ago, when I lived in the provinces, the locals raised our village to burn to the ground with the stuff. Made things appear and disappear and fly and burn. I can still see it when I close my eyes. You've done us a good turn, dear, but let's not talk about that tower any longer. It's unnatural. Activate the Tower of Babel? Are you out of your mind? An abomination transformed my friends and family into monsters. I can't even bear to look at it whenever I step outside. If you want to do something for us, tear the bloody thing down. The Tower of Babel? What's it got to do with the Void Scent? I can't say I understand. Still, your people have done much and more for us, Garleans. If you say it's necessary, then that's good enough for me. Papaya. Why do you have an actual name? Whatever its present state, the Imperial Palace was once the pride of Garlemald. I mean no disrespect to you and yours, but shouldn't the Garlean people be its caretakers instead of foreigners? Though if we dared speak thus to some of the contingent, they might make assumptions. But our rations were worse. No, forget I said anything. Please. It was the Imperial Palace. It is not anymore. Euless is on his way with the others. I hope he found the people more receptive than we did. Yeah, no. Call. May I present to you Lords Gnaeus and Medius, magistrates of our political council. Oh, dang it. When we raised the subject of the Tower of Babel, they insisted that we speak no further until joined by representatives of the Osebard contingent. I see Alphino and Alize have yet to arrive, though, so perhaps we should wait. It doesn't matter if only some of you are present. We simply wish to make one thing perfectly clear. The tower is the manifestation of Garlean ingenuity and authority. It was once the abode of the Imperial family, and it will forever bear tremendous cultural significance. It is insulting enough that we have had to suffer foreigners occupying it under the guise of rendering aid, and now you propose reactivating it. Nay, we've had enough. The Garlemald of old may have fallen, but she fell in civil war to her own people, not to Eorzea nor any other land. We came here to assert our unequivocal claim to our territory. Garlemald, and all that lies within her bounds, is beholden to no one. Since their excellencies are resolved to negotiate with the contingent, I will escort them to Tertium. I'll also instruct Alphino and Alize to meet us there. Lord Gnaeus, by your leave, my comrades and I would speak with the residents of Senatus. Though the Osebard contingent holds the Tower of Babel, it is I who wishes for it to be reactivated, and thus I think it meet that I be present for this discussion. Yet my understanding of your people's hardship, of their hopes and desires, of their dreams for the future, is sorely lacking. In my ignorance, I would struggle to contribute. Lest you worry, I will not plead our case to the community in your absence. I wish only to identify common ground upon which we might build a relationship that sees us overcome our differences. Very well. But know that the guards will not hesitate to escort you from the premises should they judge your actions to be inappropriate. If it's settled then, you should all head to the Senatus. I'll join you there after I see their excellencies safe to Tertium. Well, yeah, I can give them, like, Russian... politician voices. And they talk like this. They talk like this. I don't have a script, so it's not like I can really talk like it much. But it is something like this. Or maybe a little raspier. Maybe. Bah. I'm not very good with my European accents. They're a little difficult. Especially when my throat is hurting. Here it is, Senatus, a temporary refuge for political dignitaries, hence the tight security. I am given to understand that outsiders are not normally permitted so much a glimpse inside. We should consider ourselves fortunate to be given this opportunity. I hope it will be worth the trouble. As do I, Zero. As do I. It's like Tertium. Pretty much like the same. To begin, I propose we split up and ask the residents for their views on the Ilsebarn contingent and the current state of affairs. You would also do well to learn more about this enclave itself. Should you observe anything of note, pray keep it in mind. It is through open hearts and open minds that I believe we may yet convince their leaders to work with us for the greater good. Pile of crates. Oh. Sorry, readjusting my seat. The stockpile of assorted supplies bears markings indicating they're provided by the Ilsebarn contingent. The Enclave is clearly reliant upon the Alliance for aid. Ooh. So I don't want to hear no talking about it. Barrel of ceruleum. Oh, from Tapper's Den. You recognize the large casks as the very same you and your comrades used to transport ceruleum from Lapis Manalis. Why they are in Senatus is unclear. Oh. You want to know what I think? I'm a soldier. I try not to think about politics after all. I'll say this much. Our leaders labor to preserve our culture, our way of life. What remains of it, at any rate. I trust them to do what's best for Garlemald. Fancier chairs, huh? How do I feel about the contingent? Conflicted, to say the least. I've been tasked with the distribution of supplies, and I know as well as any that we couldn't survive without outside help. Be that as it may, even though the Empire has collapsed, we have our pride. People don't want to be beholden to others forever, and there's no denying that it chafes to see our benefactors occupying the Imperial Palace. But it chafes, not chafes. Come on. Finished touring the Enclave, have you? What were you able to learn? Much the same as me, then. They accept the contingent's help out of necessity, and harbor a measure of resentment. They only have themselves to blame. They don't like the bargain, they should reject it. How many times must I tell you? It's absolutely out of the question! What's going on? We were wondering the very same. They came running when we heard shouting. Is aught the matter? Oh, no, I was just trying to explain. Ah, mayhap you can clear this up. The contingent has made a reasonable request, but this man insists that it's impossible. It concerns the magic weapons which run rampant throughout Regio Urbanissima. Every time we deliver supplies here, we have to dispatch extra men to defend against potential attacks. To address this issue once and for all, we propose the elimination of all machina that loiter near the supply route. But you heard him. They refuse to even consider it. The magistrates have already spoken on this matter. Rampant or no, those war machina are Garlean assets. Furthermore, who is to say they are as dangerous as you would attest? It has been suggested that this could be the pretense for scavenging Magitex material for your own ends. I know not if this is the case, but the fact remains, we cannot allow you to destroy them. More speculation by the magistrates, I presume. Ridiculous. But they have spoken, and unless we want to inflame tensions further, there's naught we can do. How complicated relations become when not grounded in a clear and equitable arrangement. An equitable arrangement. Of course! Well, do I understand the difficulty of your position. As a soldier, you must do your duty and obey your superiors. I have an idea, but I must first speak with Commander Lucia. May I take charge of this matter? But by all means. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass. We might discuss a solution I believe will satisfy all parties. Interesting. Interesting, Varshan. Oh, Vritra, what you got in mind? Welcome back, all of you. I pray there have been positive developments in your efforts to appeal to the Garlean community. Mayhap not yet, but there is a method by which I believe all stands to gain. As Satrap, I intend to propose a trade agreement between Razat Han and the people of Garlemald. Please, continue. The people of this nation have lived through its collapse and more, yet they have chosen to remain, for it is their home. That they have been able to survive thus far is thanks to the Osabard contingent, or rather, in less flattering terms, they are entirely at your mercy. Despite your noble intentions, this one-sided relationship has fueled feelings of frustration and resentment. It is no surprise, then, that some Garleans are loath to engage with foreigners, for fear of indebting themselves further, or surrendering more of their already limited autonomy. That is why I wish to present to them with an equitable arrangement. One that would restore to them a sense of agency after having been forced to rely upon charity. Easier said than done. What exactly do you have in mind? Long have Garlemald and Razat Han abided by a treaty of non-interference, Freely have we traded with one another, and I wish but to continue in this tradition. We would provide your people with supplies as you require, in return for which you would grant us leave to use the Tower of Babel, as well as share your Magitech resources and expertise. As we become more reliant upon your technologies, we will of course require more ceruleum to fuel them. This you possess in abundance, and for it you will be duly compensated. Razatan's culture will be enriched by your Magitech wonders, and our ever-increasing demand for your wares will see Garlemald grow wealthy and prosperous. Oh. Only when both sides keep the interests of the other in mind can an equitable relationship be forged. 'Tis a principle I once thought I understood, but have come to appreciate all the more in recent days, thanks to the sage counsel of a friend from beyond the rift. Your Excellency, thank you for your careful consideration of Garlemald's future. Though I cannot speak for every Garlean, I myself see no reason to object to your proposal. Indeed, if Razatan were to take the initiative, other nations may follow suit and seek to normalize trade relations with us. If you see the sense in my proposal, then I ask you join me in the negotiations at Tertium. Your support may be instrumental in winning over Lord Neus and Metius. By all means, go with them. I have matters here well in hand. I have learned all that I may regarding the tower's operation, so I too shall hie me to Tertium. Okay. Back to Tertium. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Before clicking on this, I need to get water, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Here we are. A crowd you may have brought, but numbers will not intimidate us. The Tower of Babel is ours by rights, and nothing you will do will convince us otherwise. Rest assured, it is not our intent to infringe upon the rights of the people of Garlemald. Instead, let us discuss the future. As the satrap of Razatan, I wish to establish a new trade agreement between our nations. The aid we presently receive will not last forever, my lords. Sooner or later, we must stand on our own 2 feet. But to do so, we must secure a means to replenish our coffers, and the proposed agreement presents a rare opportunity. It is true we do not want for Magitech in Ceruleum, and foreign currency will be needed to procure such things as we lack. It would depend on the precise terms, but I can see the merits. What? I can't believe what I'm hearing. You served the Emperor, were a proud patriot, and now you entertain selling national resources like a common merchant? Like you, I weep for what we have lost. But if we are to rebuild Garlemald, we must make use of what precious few assets remain to us. Nonsense. Utter nonsense. You're a traitor, Gaius, and there will be a reckoning. Oh yes, when the people of Senatus learn of this, they will cry out for your blood. Lord Medius, wait. It isn't safe out there. It's far too dangerous for a civilian to be outside alone. We must go after Lord Medius. Let us leave matters here in Maxima's care while the rest of us join in the search. If Lord Medius is bound for Senatus, we may be able to catch up to him in Regio Urbanissima. I pray he has not come to any harm. Oh boy. Now I gotta go find him and he's gonna be like, oh, you saved me. Why? Monkey. 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 Trying to recreate the sound of Oogway talking to Monkey. Monkey. Yeah, something like that. I swear this building was not there. I just don't remember it being there. But then again, I guess we weren't really flying much, so we couldn't look up, really. This guy. Get up. I'm alive.
Praise the sisters, you are safe.
Don't think I'm indebted to you. I never asked for your help.
You love Garlemald dearly, Lord Metius. That much is plain. But you're not alone in that. We all mourn what has become of our homeland. Bristle at having to rely upon outsiders simply to survive the cold. Even now, I struggle with fear and uncertainty. Day after day, I ask myself, what is right? Where do we go from here? I've yet to find the answers. But I won't stop looking nonetheless, and I won't avert my gaze from our grim reality.
Is there hope for us?
Aye, so long as we live. Garlemald lies in ruins, but the bonds between us will never be broken. We are the chain that connects generations past and future. You and I, it's links. Help us, Lord Metius, for all we have been and for what we may yet become. Please.
To be lectured by the younger, it ill becomes a man of my station.
Well, when you acting like a fool.
I will rejoin the talks at Tertium. Might I trouble you to escort me? Ere we part, I apologize for my discourtesy. I owe you my life, and I thank you.
Euless, wait. I'd like a word. With you as well. I'm to stay close, after all.
Worry not, we shall see the magistrate safely back to Tertium.
What is it?
You bound that man with trust, didn't you? That's why he did not require coercion to return.
You bound him with trust. What sorcery is this?
Shall we walk, perhaps? Chilly, standing around here. So that's how Zero came to join you. Still, I'm not sure I'm qualified to explain something like trust. I wouldn't describe myself as a sociable person. Before all this, any free time I had, I spent looking after my brother and sister. As for the magistrate, I only told him what's been on my mind of late. But I wouldn't have done so, I think, if it weren't for the twins' influence. Trust is infectious, in a manner of speaking. When someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them, in others, in yourself. Perhaps it's because the magistrate felt that earnestness that he gave us a chance. As I did, after I was caught trying to steal provisions from the enemy. Trust comes easy in such company.
Little wonder my world is devoid of it. No one trusts in you, and so you trust in no one. And round the wheel turns. During the Contra Memoria, we had already come to judge one another based on strength and usefulness.
Oh, this looks like... I'm thinking about what this looks like. This looks like Lucia.
You either used or were used. Those who rejected this rule didn't survive. My mother wanted to save the world, to fulfill the hopes of Memoria's good and true. After she died, I carried on her mission alone.
alone. Didn't you have anyone to help you?
Almost. 2 men tried just the once. A swordsman and a mage, whom I met when passing through a village. They had saved the people there from corrupted Memoriates.
Do you see him? Do you see him? He's there. Look at those feet.
When they learned our enemies were the same, they seemed heartened. They claimed to be soldiers of a kingdom called Baron, and were traveling the realm in search of a means to end the Contra Memoria.
What?
They invited me to join them. I refused. How could I not, having learned the lessons of my world? Those who would work with others always have their own motives. I would not place myself at their mercy. I would not be forced to submit.
That's gold as right there.
I expected some manner of outburst, some show of frustration at having failed to deceive me. But they simply watched me walk away. I didn't know what to make of it then, but now... Perhaps they shared a bond of trust. Perhaps they were the last ones left who dared. Perhaps they hoped I was like them, too. Perhaps it was just an offer, and nothing more. I continued fighting alone. But ultimately, I was undone, overwhelmed by enemies that had banded together. I was cold, in pain, wishing desperately that someone would save me. And as I lay there in solitude, I felt it happen. The breaking of our world. Darkness washed over me, and I was swept into the rift. When I finally managed to return, it was to a world forever transformed. My home, now filled with abominations. I had a chance to learn about trust, and forsook it. I never had the power to save my home single-handed. I should have accepted their invitation. Had I joined them as I've joined you, I might not have had to face the end of the world alone. But it's all history now. No amount of reflection or regret will change our present reality.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero. Alive. So long as you're alive, there will always be hope, no matter how bad things get. What you couldn't do yesterday, you might still do today. Think about it. It's plain that you've forged bonds with those around you. If you didn't feel that in some sense, would you have risked your life as you did for a meager ration of boots? I trust you too, for what it's worth.
Here it is again. The fire that burned in my breast when you came to my rescue. The urge to weep, though there is no sorrow. If this is trust, then what must I do? How do I answer it?
However you like.
Give me your hand. It's not something you do constantly, mind. A friend is a friend regardless.
A friend. So that's what it means. Someone you trust.
Why? I don't trust Xenos. I trusted Xenos to simply always want to fight me. That was the only thing I could trust Xenos with. And that's not a very good thing to trust. Thank you. I feel at last as though I found the answers I sought, and I owe it to you. I owe it all to you and Euless. Right then, I expect the others have already arrived back in Tertium. We should join them. Oh, glad am I to see everyone returned, and none the worse for wear. Various representatives of the Garlean community are gathered here for this very moment. I dare say this is a fine opportunity to announce the trade agreement. You have read the memorandum. I trust you find the terms acceptable. I do. Aeneas, I pray you forgive my disgraceful conduct earlier. I am ashamed not only of my behavior, but of placing the burden of negotiation solely on your shoulders in my absence. You should know that when we brought the subject up to the tower's reactivation to the peoples at Tapas Dem, some reacted quite strongly. Once we explained that it would be to prevent another Voidsent invasion, however, they were more receptive. It's fair to say the recent episode is still fresh in their minds. I tagged along just to deliver the supply of ceruleum. I have to say, I didn't expect to see such a large crowd. Even the stuffy Imperials who normally keep to themselves in Sinitis are here. My friends and countrymen, lend me your ears. I am pleased to inform you all on this joyous occasion that we, the people of Garlemald, have entered into a trade agreement with Razatan. To inaugurate our own accord, we intend to grant the individuals before you access to the Tower of Babel. In return, Razatan will provide us with supplies, which shall be equally distributed amongst the settlements of our nation. Let me be clear on one point. This is not an act of charity, but trade. A bargain struck between equals rooted in trust and respect. and it marks a significant step towards rebuilding our nation and regaining true independence. Razat Han holds Garlean technology and ingenuity in the highest esteem. It is my hope that through this agreement, our peoples will enjoy a mutually beneficial relationship for years to come. Now then, we bid you gather round to hear the particulars, that you might convey them to those elsewhere.
Oof, their voices are hard on my throat.
So burdened by hardship and trauma were the people of Garlemald that they were unable to imagine a brighter future. To be recognized as equals, as a nation with something of value to offer to others, that validation alone is enough to rekindle their hope. 'Tis by virtue of this partnership that we may access the Tower of Babel, a rather timely development given the Aether Tank's impending arrival. Once the tower's stores have been replenished, we need but await Y'shtola's signal to channel the energy to the moon, yes? Then you can leave that and anything else on this end to me and Alf now. No need to worry. Devote all your energies to the mission in the void. As ever, I am in your debt. You are good friends.
Come a little bit close. Don't know why I thought of that. Let us continue. Urianger. Lunar Rendezvous.
Let us take a moment to review matters as they stand. Having procured sufficient stores of ether, we may now channel the requisite energy unto the moon via the Tower of Babel. Our work on the star is complete. However, we have yet to receive word from Y'shtola as to the state of the lunar preparations.
A ritual to open the gate, and measures to forestall a void-sent invasion. Neither task is simple nor quickly completed. She would doubtless benefit from our assistance.
The very thing I was about to propose. Let us join her above and lend what aid we may. Ere we set forth, however, Y'shtola did bid me relay a message to thee. As thou art well aware, a key objective of our mission is the extraction of thy sister Azhdaya from the Void. Held captive for millennia and divested of an eye, she is like to be severely weakened. To make good her escape, she shall require aid. Aid that is best provided by a fellow Great Worm.
Going as Vitra.
You would have me go in my true form?
It would be cool.
Very well. Like our sire, we Great Worms are capable of traversing the Great Expanse. The journey will take some time, but I shall take myself to the moon.
Oh. Cool.
To begin with, I shall return this vessel to Razat Han, that I may have both my eyes.
Ooh. Super strong.
And until such time as we find Ashdaya, I wouldn't trust her eye to your keeping.
Okay. I've handled dragon eyes before. I am a dragoon.
Will you do this for me?
And I basically wield the power of Hraesvelgr, so definitely not within my capabilities. Oh.
We shall contact you via Link Pearl once all is in place on the moon. You need but follow Ishtola's instructions.
Understood. We'll be ready.
Take care, Zero.
It will be the briefest of homecomings. I'll be back before you know it.
In Mare Elementorum, then. Go well.
Mare Elementorum. To the moon! To the moon! Ah. Mare Elementorum. Ooh, the moon. Just reminded. Ultima Thule. It cost 1,000 to get to Ultima Thule. That's so weird. 1,000 to go back in time. So odd. I feel like it's not right to go back to those places.
I took the liberty of informing Ishtola of our arrival. She and her entourage should be here momentarily.
Oh. Hi guys, welcome to the moon.
Forgive me. I'd hoped to have everything in order sooner. My thanks for the extra hands.
Alphino and Alice stand ready at the Tower of Babel. Vritra is also en route.
Excellent. You've done well, all of you. For my part, I've managed to prepare the ritual with help from the Watcher. All that remains is to channel the ether from below. This should, I pray, open a gate leading to the moon of the 13th.
May I just say how excited we are to be a part of this grand undertaking. The development of the artificial Atomos was one thing, but this is an opportunity like no other.
I mean, yeah, you're on the moon.
Ishtola even managed to get a loan of elegant treatises on void sense summoning from the prized collection of the Sons of Saint Koinak. The Empire's application of etherochemistry in regulating void gates provided us with many a useful insight for our work, let me tell you.
I asked a favor of Grahatir when we were comparing notes on cross-rift travel.
Makes sense.
Given his credentials, I was confident he wouldn't be denied. The knowledge of our forebears has brought us far, as has our own. And with our knowledge and resources, we shall construct a void-sent containment seal on a heretofore unseen scale.
Yeah.
Containment seal? then thou wouldst make use of...
Aye, a tried and tested means of holding dark entities at bay is readily available here. 'Twould be remiss of us not to employ it.
The pit.
We shall reforge the brands that Xenos and Fandaniel destroyed.
Cool. Interesting.
That which held even Zodiac shall more than suffice for void scent of any persuasion.
Yes. Yeah. It's understandable.
The Watcher is already hard at work, tending to the most critical parts of the brand's restoration. There are, however, a number of concerning factors that remain. With your help, I'm sure we can resolve them.
Yeah.
Time is of the essence, so I suggest we continue this discussion as we make our way to the brands.
Oh, the moon. This looks so cool. An awesome design. I do miss Zodiac just kind of sitting there though. That was cool. And now he's just gone. I feel like we barely ever saw him either, because we spent more of our time here without him here than we did with him. Now then, to the matter at hand. With the Watcher's assistance, we shall reforge each of Zodiac's brands, and use them to erect a barrier capable of repelling void scent. Yet though we expect it to be effective against larger beings on account of its original purpose, there is a chance it will allow lesser void scent to slip through. Therefore, we shall require a second line of defense. I believe the Loporrit's supporters would be suitable for this purpose. Urianger, Call, the two of you have a strong rapport with our lunar allies. I would have you meet with Livingway in Bestway's Burrow and provide any assistance they require. I will join you. As a void scent, my knowledge may be of use. Excellent idea. In the meantime, the rest of us will see to the reforging the brands. I will send word when we have finished. Pray do the same. Okay, speak with Livingway in Bestway Burrows. That's good to me. It's the first time I go to Bestway Burrows since I unlocked Flight. Meaning, if you allow me... I just want to unlock the entirety of the map. Whoa, big rainbow crystal. Right, this is the Caratorium. They made the carrots. Music in this area is good. I just didn't care for the Loporrits. I just didn't. When I was going through this area was by far the worst area in the expansion. And the worst part of the story for me. It just felt like so much wasted time. Right? Especially when we had literally just caused the final days. Like, we spent so much time up here for then not much time to actually pass. Like, on Aetheris. Not much time passes at all when we're here in the story. But it feels like we're here for forever. Which doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel right. So I just didn't like the Loporrits, because they didn't make it any better. And kind of actively made it worse. But that's my own opinion. I don't hate people who want to say they like it. They could like what they like. And if they like the Loprits, they like the Loprits. Hello, Living Way.
There you are! Yustola has surprised me of your present undertaking. I understand that she wishes to deploy our pride and joy, the veritable carrots of our eye, our unrivaled combat supporters, as a precautionary measure in case this voids and containment seal of hers proves lacking. As we speak, my fellows are rounding up what units they can, and we will bring them to the northeast corner of the in short order. Please wait there.
Okay. Bye, Living Way. Alright, cutscene.
Dreadfully sorry to have kept you all waiting. Hello there, friends. A new person. Heard there was a bit of a rush, so we gathered what combat-ready supporters we had available.
Hi, Mapping Way.
A welcome contribution. Thine initiative never ceaseth to amaze.
Rianjay, you just like the Loprits.
Oh, stop! You're making me blush. Though we have fulfilled the purpose given to us by Heidelin, aiding the people of Aetheris remains our greatest joy. So you can count on us, ever and always. Right, so, we originally deployed these supporters to patrol the moon and keep it safe. They've never tussled with Voidsent before, but with sufficient data, they ought to hold their own against the ghastly fiends. Practical, tactical data acquired in the moment, and who better to give the supporters an educational thrashing than the champion of Aetheris?
I believe I would make a better instructor. Not only have I fought Voidsent, I am one.
Why is she doing this? Oh, there they go. Engage!
Well, don't just stand there. Engage! 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 Engage!
That'll do, that'll do! A defeat bitterer than the bitterest carrot. Using this experience, we must enhance the supporters and turn them into Voidsent slaughterbots! Indeed. Right after we've managed to put the poor dears back together.
Pray forgive our comrade's enthusiasm. May I inquire as to how long the repairs will take?
On an ordinary day, I'd say no less than 5 carrots briskly consumed. But if you were to provide us with encouragement... we just might be able to do it in 2.
What do they want? Huh? Why are you looking at me? Yeah, you better look at him.
This I leave to you.
Huh? The lobrits twinkle with anticipation as they await your buoyant exultation, to which they yearn for you to rally their spirits. Okay, Sleeping Way. Rally. What? Engage! Engage! Oh, sorry. I was in the midst of... Forgive me. The sight of precision parts is strangely soothing and sleep-inducing. But I'll try to keep moving.
What a marvelous feeling! There's nothing like wild gesticulations of encouragement to fire you up. Oh, thank you very, very much. You don't know how uplifting it is to have you encouraging us. I mean, showing us the proper techniques we may keep our supporters operating at peak efficiency. With you cheering me on, I can do not less than my very best. My, everyone is in high spirits indeed. Thanks to your encouragement, we have the supporters up and running again in no time. Pray attend to your remaining busy work and leave the development of our new and improved voids and slaughterbots to us.
Okay. Oh.
Can you hear me? We've just finished restoring the brands.
Oh, that's good.
Let us reconvene once you've finished tending to matters there. The culmination of our efforts is nigh.
The red side of the moon. The brands are ready, I presume. Excellent. With the Loprits having deployed their supporters, we are ready to proceed. Let us rejoin Y'shtola post-haste, and pry open our gate into the void. Oh boy, now we gotta go all the way over there? How long is that gonna take us? Not long if we go from here. But we do have to go from there. So after this quest is a quest that unlocks a trial. I see that coming up. I'm not going to be able to do that trial, especially if it has the same wait time that the dungeon had. So we're going to have to leave that for tomorrow. But we'll see if we can get at least up to the point of before entering the void here, maybe?
My thanks for seeing to the supporters. With this, all is in readiness for the ritual. First, I shall give the order to Alphino and Alize in the Tower of Babel to channel Aether to the moon. Once we have amassed a sufficient amount of energy, Ariane and I shall begin our incantations to open a void gate. If all goes well, a tear will form in the fabric of reality, at which point you must activate the brands and put in place the containment seal. That is all. If there are no questions, then let us begin.
Ah, there they are.
Apologies for the wait. The preparations here are finally complete.
Excellent. The Tower 2 is activated. But give the word and we will begin channeling the ether.
Very well then. Make it so.
The moment of truth.
Mmm. Yummy. Aether. There it goes.
By the sisters!
Oriange, commence your invocations. 'Tis time to open our gate.
Cool.
A tear is beginning to form. Quickly, activate the brands.
Whoa, big void gate. Whoa.
Success. The gate is open, and the seal appears to be in place.
Let's see how well it holds.
Hmm.
What an enormous gate! Lord Golbez will be eager to hear of this.
Hmm. Get him, Estinian.
So this is the promised land. The land of boundless ether.
I dare say the seal doth serve its purpose.
Hmm. Here he comes. Reacher. Awesome.
I see all proceedeth apace. Remarkable.
Indeed. Just this moment, a void scent emerged from the gate, by which we may safely assume it leads to the 13th.
It's incredible, Ishtola. Truly incredible. Oh, what an honor it is to have been part of this historic achievement.
Yeah.
A part is an understatement. None of this would have been possible without you and yours.
Very true.
Our success has also served to solidify our understanding of cross-rift travel.
Yes, to the 13th.
The Ascians rejoined reflections to the source by instigating elemental imbalances. These imbalances weakened the barrier between realities, causing the ether of a reflection to flood the source. But why is it that reflections are predisposed to rejoin the source? Why have they never merged with one another?
Thou art suggesting there is a unique property inherent to the source, one responsible for such an outcome.
I am. 'Tis my conclusion that, as the point of origin for the reflections, the source has an innate pull over them.
Makes sense.
Hydaelyn, I believe, sought to suppress that pull, which is why she was created with the power of light, of stasis. Meanwhile, the power of darkness, of activity, reigns in the void. Hydaelyn's influence would naturally be weaker, and this manifested in the form of planar fissures.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Working with this hypothesis, I set my sights upon where the pull was assessed to be strongest, and through our combined efforts, we succeeded in opening a gate to the void.
In specific.
Now, I must stress, it was because we sought the void that we succeeded. Pleased though I am to have my theory proven, the secrets of travel to other reflections still elude us. Even so, in the reality that lies beyond the 8th umbral calamity, there are those who found a way to reach the first. I will not rest until I do the same.
One step closer to fulfilling your dream, eh?
Just a step. Many more remain to be taken. Which further motivates me to forestall a void-sent invasion. So come, let us set forth, to find Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's plot.
Richa, you're clipping. You're clipping.
Climb upon my back. I shall take us to the gate.
As we did discuss prior, I shall see the alchemists safely home, then together with the Loporrits maintain vigil over the gate.
May the sisters watch over and keep you safe.
Oh, Heavensward theme.
Unto the void once more.
This is Ray Svelger's theme. Alright, we gotta travel through. Awesome. So this is the telltale we're going to another realm, I guess. That's just gonna be how it is every single time. I wonder, if we go to other reflections, it will likely have that screen transition every time. I mean, it would be consistent if they did. Whoa. It's super red. And it looks exactly the same. That's right, I remember. It's so weird how it looks exactly the same. It's literally just red moon. That's the only difference. It's just red. It's red.
This is the moon of the 13th.
You can tell it's
It
the
is.
same.
Ever since the flood, it has been a sanguinary orb in the sky.
You can tell it's the same, literally down to every detail. The only thing that's missing, of course, is going to be the Watcher's Tower and the Loporrit home
No
base.
void scent. A rather more subdued reception than I had anticipated.
But unsurprising, given how jealously Golbez conceals the location of his domain. Still, we must remain on guard. One of his minions came through the gate, after all, and more may lie in wait.
I do not sense my sister. Where could she be? Where?
Steady, Vritra. We've barely arrived. Let us explore our surrounds before drawing conclusions.
Yes, thou art right. I shall survey the moon from above. The ground, I leave to you all.
Interesting. Really? You're gonna make me walk the whole moon? Okay. The surface of the moon is a grim shade of crimson. Consequence of the flood of darkness, perhaps. No matter how you strain your eyes, you spy no sign of life. In all directions extends a desolate waste without end. You hold your breath and attempt to catch the faintest noise. Save for the sound of your comrades, there is nothing. So far, you failed to find any clues as to Ajdaya's whereabouts. Perhaps Zero has noticed something you missed. Look, got stuck. We know that down there is the court. You can see his area.
The chasm has caught your attention as well.
Well, I mean, yeah, look at it.
There's some manner of structure below. Worth a look, wouldn't you say?
I too sense something here. This pit much resembles the cradle of darkness on our moon, where Zodiac was once imprisoned. If this place serves the same function, then a fragment of his power must have been sealed in the depths. Strange, though. When Zodiac perished in the Source, I presumed that every aspect of him was thus unmade, and his power scattered. But it's unmistakable. The darkness that permeates this abyss. Could a trace of him yet remain? Or is it something else?
I hear thee, sister. I hear thee. Climb on, my friends. Astaya is here, within this chasm.
Let's go. I find it kind of hard to comment on the stuff that's happened. Nothing has really been unpredictable in any manner. We've had very clear goals, and when situations arrive, they come to understandably simple and normal resolutions. Oh, still character actions are great.
Drown King. Kom na in Ötaan.
You were entrusted with Ajdaya's eye, were you not?
Oh, one of her eyes. Oh, okay, her other eye's there.
Ku-an. O Wakhom Urta.
Li Tao An. An King sees. Dies Isom in Fesk. Nuan ik hes in an. Ka an. Fesk wes an ul in.
Draconian language is so cool.
Sef es lis. Na fesk on. Ner no rel ak stra I dran. Esk es I nesh I gol ak.
Man.
So this is indeed Golbez's domain. Kis arn in.
Es fil ud in. Ein an in.
Sis? Esk dir antar. For war Meradarn I Alan an. Les I El Kol an. Stis sorn I rum, snar tiamat an. Kai ros an, K ul K darn morn. Dis an, Kai an, na stra an.
Nar tal keen in eyes. Athan endran esk an. I'll call hes in hes ud lar an. Esk les ud an. Ses razat han lu an. Snosom an hai hes in an.
Ta hes an eilgon osk in. Ses kidir in an, kasta an. Sta in es katao, tai an. Es an stra in sorn.
What now, then? Does this great worm intend to remain a captive meal for all eternity, not daring to test her chains?
Ern el, in his head, in
ood. Well, this is thine attempt at encouragement, mortal than thou art, it's graceless and nidog.
Dis tar go, Asrael dis tar, sma ost in sis an.
Sure, tell us. Tell us what you know.
Now there's a start. So, what can you tell us?
Asis tar no kon in. Do es I nesh I gol sorn, ka som ul mo gol. Skom les sao an, som du orta sis.
Well, you heard her. Shall we look into this spot near and dear to our enemy's heart?
Unfortunately, this is where we're gonna have to end today's stream. And unfortunately for me, I'm in the void, which is not gonna make this any easier. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. My name's been Sorcerer Supreme. This has been Final Fantasy XIV. If you want to see more, check out my schedule here on Twitch. I stream on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays and Saturdays. The midweek times are all the same. Tomorrow I won't be able to actually stream because I have prior commitments, but I'll be back on Wednesday. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Do follow the links down below, follow me on Twitter, follow me here on Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and all that jazz. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!